Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be installing Paragon's new titanium catback system that they're going to be offering, and 2M is now offering some titanium cat deletes as well as some titanium fasteners and some other lightweight mods. If you don't follow my channel, I've been on an extreme weight loss journey with my car, and I'm currently running Corsa track exhaust and regular steel cat deletes. I saved about 50 pounds between the two, deleting the cats and also putting that cat back on there. 31 pounds with the exhaust, and then I think around 19 pounds I saved with the cat deletes. I'm hoping with this setup I will save at least 20 because I'll be eliminating the valves. And then with the titanium hardware I might save a little bit more. If I can get 25 pounds, that would be great. I don't know if I'll get to that goal, but either way, you know, at this point in my weight loss journey, every pound is becoming harder and harder to come by. I do have a caveat. This is a prototype Paragon unit. I paid for this, but I did not pay full price because it is not a production unit. I think they are going to offer this somewhere in the $3K range. I paid $2,000 for this just because it's a prototype, and there's already a known fitment issue potentially with one of the bars, which they changed for production unit, so I was able to get it at a discount. I did pay full price for the 2M titanium cat delete, a company that offers a 90-degree titanium extension for our O2 sensor. They make them for Volvos, and so I'm still waiting on that. They are waiting for a batch. They do batch runs on them, so it may be a while. And then I've ordered some Chinese titanium fasteners to replace the ones that are here. So let's take a look at what we've got. All right, so let's do a close-up. Now, like I said, this is a prototype, so their production unit could look different, but we'll get a little close-up of the welds. I do like the clamp setup, this band clamp. If you look here, it's kind of a nice unit, at least the way this pops together. I feel pretty good about that. The welds are your typical cut welds that you see on most of these, since you can't really bend titanium. They've all got the little ones. And then you're on the inside, you can see the diameter of the pipes, and this is not adjusted yet. This can adjust up or down. But overall, it looks like, you know, a bunch of little short welds. I don't see anything obvious that looks bad. It's so light, the mounting stuff I would assume is going to be okay long term. Like I said, this makes a bend. Mine goes straight in and out. So you can see here it comes down, goes out the car, and just shoots straight out. So it's more of a straight shot as it leaves the header. So that's probably more optimal for flow. This one's going to go down and then make a turn and hit this X pipe and then go up and over and out. So this could, in theory, quieten it down. So I don't know what the tone's going to be like, being all titanium, but it's definitely, I would imagine, maybe add a little bit more back pressure than what I've got currently with the Corsa. That's my guess. What it's going to sound like, that's anybody's guess. We're going to find that out. But either way, I'm definitely going to get some weight savings, and I can't imagine there'd be a huge performance decrease at that turn. But that's the only thing that I see here from an obvious exhaust airflow perspective that would concern me. Is just has to make some turns. But you can see these are, I think, steel flanges, it looks like. Yeah, that one is. And then this one is here too. And this is still titanium. And then on these, I had these coated. My local company, this is basically the same as Jet Hot. My prior setup, it was too hot for my liking, and they kind of like basically eroded a little bit with the same coating that I have on my headers. And it's held up pretty well. I haven't had any issues. I like it, but if you look at the deletes, you can see they're just kind of like over time don't look great. They kind of get a little rusty. And I've also developed an exhaust leak, so I'm glad to get those off of here. Not super happy with, I mean, I'm happy for what they are, but they're just cheap, you know, cat deletes. These hopefully will be a little better. It may change the sound, obviously being titanium, and now that they should have better heat dissipation given that they're coated. So also I have here, these are titanium fasteners, and we can, on the HP tuners, we can delete the valve codes. I'm not sure if that's available yet for the Z06. I'll have to look at it, but if not, I do have at least some SIMs. I only need 2 of those. And then there's my fasteners. And what I told you earlier about that 90 degree, these pieces are really heavy. And so these 90 degree titanium bend ones will save a lot of weight with these, because these right here have some heft to them. And then I've also got some copper gaskets, which I'm going to use this time just to kind of prevent leaks. And then, of course, OEM gaskets and donut, all this kind of thing. So that's what we're dealing with. And if you probably noticed it down there, we've got this for my C401 that's coming soon. now we're going to take our engine cover off on the back, give us access to our course intake, and then that'll give us good access to our bottom catalytic bolts, and then our top ones are handled from the top here. And we're going to take our crossbars off just to give a little bit of access. You don't necessarily have to do that, it just makes things a little bit easier on you. So I've got all the bottom bolts off for the catback to come off. And then now I'm going to take the bars off and get the deletes out. Go ahead and take the old deletes or the new deletes, put those in, mount them up on the top side. I found it's easier to get that trajectory right and lined up. This has more manipulation than that does. So I usually will bolt that up first and then do the bottom side after the fact. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, so one bolt ended up derailing today, so I always use anti-seize. So I didn't have anti-seize on a couple of these bolts. This one, you can see got seized on there, and then ended up cutting that in like half an hour to get that shit off. A couple things I noticed. Exhaust leak. And maybe an exit leak over there too. For sure, leak on this side. So that's something to watch out for. So we're gonna do a quick weight. And let's see where we're at with the weight. Change, so got zeroed. Okay, so this side is 4.2, and that is 2.4 with the 90, 2.7, okay. And then now, these things are heavy, 4.5. So roughly almost 4 pounds saved between the two, and that's not including bolts yet. So that's not too bad. Like I said, a couple tidbits would be use anti-seize on all your bolts. I didn't do that on a couple of those, and it's really bit me in the butt. Anyways, all right, so that's where we're at right now. Now we are going to my sidekick, Kane. Hi, what's wrong, buddy? What's wrong? All right, so around here we weigh titanium bolts for steel bolts to drugs. All right, so let's look at our 10 titanium fasteners. Our nuts, 1.8 ounces. And then 3.10 ounces. So that's an ounce savings. May not sound like a lot, but you can actually get these for relatively inexpensive from China. And one thing I'm doing differently, since I had leaks of the other gaskets, I'm going to try the ones they came with, except for this time I'm going to do a layer of the copper seal and see if I get a better seal this way. And then on top of that, of course, I'm anti-seizing everything, and of course the titanium heads or nuts. I'm still waiting on my bolts from China. They didn't get here on time, so I'll have to swap those later. So a bunch of the titanium stuff has taken like a month and a half to get here. Okay, so the leads are back in. Now we're just gonna pull the, you can see here, they kind of match now because they're coated, at least match my headers. And so next step's gonna be put it on the lift. I'm gonna pull the rear wheels, and now we're taking the bumper off, and then we're gonna put the cat back on. Check every panel seam. If it doesn't make it faster, it can leave the machine. I can hear the scale drop with every bolt I turn. Okay, so here's our two contestants. I will say the Corsa, that's a nice setup. Just the design of the airflow, very smooth. So it's got a few more turns here because it's coming, it's taking this bend, it's mixing, and then it's coming out. I think this is going to make it a little quieter, which is not necessarily a bad thing per se, especially considering some of the tracks that I go to. They have these noise problems. You have to be under 103 decibels, so this will help with that. This is everything as it would be ran. What do I say, 13 pounds roughly for this. We'll just say 30.5 to make it easy. Okay, so we're back at it. Exhaust is ready to be put in. I do want to show you something I always like to do is take a bore scope. Anytime you're mixing aftermarket parts together, or parts, and just go up in there and make sure that what you're mating to, your mating surfaces, are all not hitting or impeding airflow. So if you see here, you can see the lip of the flange. It's all the way around, I can see it. And this delete is bigger in diameter than the cat. So it's gonna be going from an area smaller to the area that's bigger. And you can confirm that by going past it and then looking back. And also, obviously this comes apart, which is kind of nice. So all you're gonna have to do is put up your first section and then you put your second parts together, which is gonna make mounting it a lot easier since they're separate as far as popping these flanges together. So we're gonna put the first section.
Shave off, makes it wake up alive. I can hear the scale drop with every bolt I turn. Less dead weight on the back.
So we got the first part on, slightly off center. These have adjustments to them, so I have to get that maybe adjusted. And now we're gonna take our band clamps, set each side up individually. Kind of like how that does, but this alignment I tell is gonna be kind of a fun thing to do on this. So.
The heavy heart out from under the rear. That catback went in clean. Now the edge comes clear. Carbon fiber panels, black weave, sharp and dry.
Okay, so it's on there. Alignments seems to be fine. I gotta get the bumper on it, but it seems to be centered. I didn't really have any issues per se. All right, I will say, so I didn't have to do a ton of alignment. It was pretty much spot on. Okay, so this is at idle. So it's definitely a different sound. It's got like a tinny sound. It's a titanium when you first start it. You don't really hear it as much now. It sounds like it did before. The rev sounds insane. I'm gonna have to go down the road and kind of see what the overall, but I think from a like sound decibel standpoint, as predicted, it's a few decibels quieter, which is good and bad. It's good for if you're doing track racing, if you just want to be the loudest car out there, probably bad. But that being said, overall, like aesthetically, the weight loss, I think I'm overall happy. I think it's to be determined on the sound. So let's go down the road, see what it sounds like driving, see if there's drone. Right now, the idle on stuff sounds good, but there's definitely some tin-ish sounding. It's the only thing, the way I know to describe it with a titanium that's different from the stainless. But I like that sound of the idle, and I definitely like the aesthetics of it. It looks better on my car than what I had for sure. All right, so let me know what you think. It's all pretty